Okay, folks. Good morning. I'll share with you real quick a vehicle where I had an incident occurred. I had just came from picking up my bubble wrap, so my back seat was full of big rolls of bubble wrap, and I had some in the trunk. I was heading to my final thrift store for the day, and let me show you the incident I got into involving road rage. All right. Good morning, folks. How y'all doing this morning? I'm doing pretty good myself. I want to share with y'all real quick. Now, as a reseller, when you're out and about, because you travel a lot, going from thrift stores to estate sales to garage sales, you're on the road a whole lot. And so you deal with a lot of situations out there. One of the situations many of y'all probably like me myself deal with on a constant basis or observe or witnesses of is people with road rage issues. And so usually I'm a real courtesy driver. As you can as I'm driving about, I usually try to give people the right of way, even if I'm in the right. I let them go on and go. I stay out the left lane, the fast lane. If I'm not going fast to get around somebody, I stay out that lane. And if I see somebody come, I get out that lane and stuff like that. And or turning when I come to a stop, a four-way stop and everything, and me and another vehicle pretty much got there at the same time. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna let that vehicle go first, just to avoid situations from what happened to me. And so as you can see in my vehicle in the photo there, I ended up with a person, running to a person who had some road rage. So let me tell you real quick what happened. I was going along and we was getting where the lanes were narrowing, down because of road construction. So the far right lane had orange construction barrels in the lane. And so two SUVs came up on that side, and as the lane was narrowing, both of them wanted to get over. I let the first SUV in. The second one wanted to get over as well behind that one. Well, I pulled up because I said, okay, I'm courtesy driver. Let this first one in. The second one, typically people kind of follow this. The second one, you just have to wait and the next person let you in. Well, this person wanted to bogart me. Short story, I wouldn't let him bogart me, and I pulled up. He ended up running, I guess, the side of his vehicle or something to one of the construction barrels. He didn't like that. He followed me a short ways down, and I was about to make a right turn onto another road. That's when he decided to ram the side of my vehicle. And so what happened when he ran the side of my vehicle, to keep myself from hitting, it was like a light pole there, I swung my vehicle into the side of his. Long story short, it was an SUV and I lost the battle. I ended up on this embankment, as you see. I was okay. I immediately jumped out of the vehicle and ran down and tried to get his license plate. But as you see later on in the vehicle, there's a young Spanish lady with her daughter. They followed him and got got his plates and got video of his vehicle and everything. So let me get into the story real quick.
Right there.
So here's a snapshot of the vehicle. He had paper tags. Not sure if paper tags are traceable, but that's what I gave to the police officers. When the police officer pulled up on the scene, he already knew the color. I guess people had called in. He knew the color of the vehicle, the make and everything. It was a Tahoe. It was like a tan color and stuff like that. And that was the paper plate number. And so I had to call my wife. She had just got off work. That's her standing right there, and she had to come and pick me up from the scene. I had my vehicle towed back to my house. The tow trucker, he was real cool. Asked him not to damage the vehicle as much as possible. Pulling it out because it was stuck on some tree limbs, some not real thick tree limbs, but thick enough where you could not budge them. Anyhow, he got the vehicle home and everything. I had to pay him, I know it was a flat like 140 or something like that, and then $4 per mile because it was outside of the city limits. I ended up paying him, I think, about 160, and I gave him a $40 tip. My wife did, and stuff like that, because he was just great and everything, and getting the vehicle to the house. And once I got to the house, I was able to better observe it and see what I can do. So this is a picture of probably the most severe damage that was done on the driver's side, the front. Them black marks, probably his tire marks or something like that, because when my vehicle ran into him on the side of his vehicle and stuff like that. So that's probably where that came from. You can see it there as well. The mirror on my side has some damage, but it still worked. It still folds in and folds out. Headlights, this one right here, you're seeing the headlight still works, the blinker works and everything and so forth. And this car is built like a tank. It's a 2001 LS430. It's heavy duty and stuff like that. And hey, I got in a situation, but I was glad I was in a vehicle that was able to handle it and stuff like that. If that makes sense. This is the other side right here. Not as bad as the driver's side and stuff like that. So, in the back end, the back bumper, it has just two cracks going down it and everything like that and so forth. That's another picture, looking down on the headlight. So I had to tape and piece the plastic cover over the headlight back together, and I'll show you that right now. So this is kind of on the driver's side. I used some Gorilla all weatherproof tape I got from Home Depot to put on there just to hold that together and so forth. And you can kind of see the headlight where I kind of pieced it together and put clear Gorilla tape over it to kind of hold it together and so forth. And on the other side, I put the Gorilla tape as well and so forth. So this could have been a lot worse. So what I would strongly suggest is all possible, if you can, while you are sourcing, and I know many of y'all are, I don't know if any of y'all I got like a tad bit of road rage. I've been working on it. I pat myself on the back for what the amount of control I have been having and so forth. Sometimes incidents just happen, and it just teaches me another lesson. You just gotta be that much more courteous, because there's like a lot of people getting killed because of road rage, getting shot at. Innocent people in the vehicle, like kids, are getting shot because of road rage incidents. And so sometimes it's best to bring yourself all the way down, and think. Now in my mind, I'll be thinking like, okay, this could end up with, we don't know what. Me getting hurt, them getting hurt, or whatever, and stuff like that. It's just not worth it and everything. So be safe out there, folks. While you're out there sourcing and you're commuting around and stuff like that, be mindful of your surroundings and stuff like that, and just let other people have the right of way. If you can control yourself and everything like that. If you got like a little bit of road rage yourself and everything, work on it seriously, because it not only could you get hurt, but when you getting hurt might affect your family in some kind of way and everything, because they have to see about you and stuff like that and everything. And if you're a big source of income for the family, you definitely want to watch out and everything. Okay, folks, y'all be safe and have a great day. All right. Okay, so what am I gonna do with this vehicle? After I taped it up and everything, did I did stuff to it and stuff like that. I want to drive it around. So I was gonna let it sit at first and just kind of like share my wife's vehicle with her, but I was like, no, don't put that mileage on hers and everything like that. So I taped it up, patched it up. Nothing wrong with the motor, no front end damage, no frame damage, and nothing like that. So I was able to drive it around with no problem. I drove it around all day and had no issues with it and stuff like that. So it's drivable. It just looks plain ugly. But anyhow, I'm able to get out and soar still and everything, which is a big plus. This vehicle has 185,000 miles on it. I was just about to get the timing belt replaced on it because it's at that time, and it has some other. I've been getting like stuff done to it, like it has this main like gasket leaks and everything. I had the oil pan gasket, transmission gasket, valve cover gaskets changed out here recently and everything. I'm just tired of putting money into it and everything. And so I know these vehicles last a long time, but I think this kind of put the icing on the cake for me to go on and get rid of it like my wife had been wanting me to. So I am. I'm in the market for a new LS430 with low mileage. I found some good prospects out of state. One I think was in Florida, two maybe in Florida, a couple in California. If I have to, I can drive to Florida, but California, I can get it shipped to me. I'll just hire an inspector to go out there and inspect the vehicle, send me a report. And if not major needs done to it, then I'm looking for one under $10,000, maybe a little bit over, with low mileage. And when I say low mileage, I mean anything under 80,000 miles, original miles, will be great and stuff like that and everything. And the one is in good condition, everything works on everything. So that's what I'm going to do. And so that might take me a couple of months to get around to doing all that and everything and so forth. So in the meantime, I'm still rolling. I'm just extra mindful as I'm out there on the road. All right, y'all.